We glow up, go up, fit forever.
Do you want the trim waist? Do you want the six-pack? Don't know where to start? You've got to start hitting all of those abs. This is the level for you. 10 exercises, 40 seconds exercise, 20 seconds rest. Let's get cracking. So dead bug, first one on your back. Legs up at 90 degrees. Hands straight in the air. We're going to use opposite hand, opposite leg and extend them. Hold for 2 or 3 seconds, come back and do it on the other side. Simple as that. Okay, here we go. Now the key with this is to use the lower back pushed hard against in the floor using the pelvic tilt that we talked about in our first video of this series. Doing this for 40 seconds. Think about that lower back all the time and breathing out on the hardest part of the exercise. Always breathing and using that pelvic tilt to gain maximum benefit from the exercise. Great, now we're going to go to the reverse crunch. This is bringing the legs up and over. We've got to make sure we avoid using the hip thrusters to take away the activity from the abdominal. So we're going to use the butterfly legs. Feet together, legs out, and you're going to hands by your side, looking up at the ceiling. We're going to come up. Bring the knees together as you come up, lifting your hips off the ground. That's it. This ensures that the abdominals are being activated and the hip flexors aren't taking over and robbing your abdominals of the gains it could make. Beautiful. Lower abs really getting activated in this. Remember to keep that lower back pushed hard against the floor at this point of it. Beautiful. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to move on to the hip thrust. So you're going to bring your feet up to your butt as close as you can. Hands by your side, looking at the ceiling. Lift your hips up and squeeze your glutes. And then down. Hold for 2 or 3 seconds and up again. Here we go. And up. Squeeze for 2 or 3 seconds. And down again. This here is activating the posterior chain through the glutes and the lower back, which ultimately provides the strength and support for your abdominals. And down. Good. Up. Squeeze. Pushing hard to the ceiling and squeeze. 2 or 3 seconds. And down. Great. Now we're going to do the leg raises. So we're going to get into the position, lower abs just like before in the bird dog, but no arms. Hands by your side under your butt if you need a bit more support. And all you're going to do is lower your legs out to just above the ground and bring them back up. And going. Out to just above the ground, hold for a second and back. Don't need to use the hands under your butt if you don't want to. But you're going to really need to push that lower back hard into the ground. Give yourself that support and make sure your lower abs are being activated. That's it. Right, now we're going to turn over. We're going to actually do mountain climbers. Now, with mountain climbers, you get yourself into a push-up position. You're going to bring one leg up, tap the ground, just touch on the ground, bring it back. Change to the other side. Ultimately keeping straight line between your shoulders and your heels. And go. Good, so we're working opposite sides of the body. Your core has to brace itself in order to support yourself on one leg each time. That's the trick. Trying your best to keep your butt down put your gaze down just in front of your hands. It always helps your neck, which a lot of people complain about. Any abs. So from here, we're going to the bird dog. So it's hands and legs in this position. And just like in the dead bug, you're going to use opposite hand, opposite leg, extend them, hold for 2 or 3 seconds, and down. And then change to the other side. All right, let's just start and go. Good. Now you want to keep your back and your hips as level as possible. Good. Again, fixing your gaze just out in front of your hands. Keep your neck in aligned with your spine. Prevent any neck soreness. Go as straight as you can with your arm and your leg. Holding it out there for a couple seconds and down. Hips and back straight level. Nice. Okay, now we're going to actually go down into what's called a side crunch. We're working our obliques. So what I want you to do is put your hand on your head and you're going to reach your elbow for your hip. You've got a free arm here. We're going to put it up on our abs and squeeze ourselves onto our hip and go. Now, when we do this, this arm is great for reading if we're actually activating and contracting those obliques. So we want to make sure that as we come up like this, we do a squeeze at the top and a breath. Coming out, squeeze and hold. You can feel it happening. If you feel you need a little extra support, you can put your hand out and that can help lift your shoulders off the ground a little if you want, as you're increasing your ability to do it. I like to read those abs. Beautiful. Now, of course, with a lot of unilateral exercises, we have to do the other side. So we're turning around, same position, just lying on your side, hand on your head, other hand on your abs. And we are going to bring it up one more time towards that hip, contracting and squeezing those obliques, those side abs. Now let's go. Good squeeze. Lovely. You can find that you actually can be slightly forward as you come up. Good. It's really nice to feel that squeeze on those obliques. Don't be shy at squeezing them nice and hard. Coming up, like a lot of these, do it slow, controlled, and have a moment at the top. Breathing out as you go. Good. Hold for a couple of seconds. Beautiful. Now we turn back around, stay on the front. We're going to go into the plank. You've seen that before, on your forearms, on your toes, straight line between your shoulders and your heels. You're going to have to brace your core, hold it in tight to support this position. Now with this, you want to make sure that you're pelvic tilting. Bring your pelvic up, in, and now you're bracing your core. That's where you're getting maximum out of this exercise. Otherwise, it's way too easy. So pushing that core in. So remember that core's coming up and under. You can feel your abdominals squeezing, holding, and being used. Beautiful. "40-second feels like a long time when you're doing this properly. Okay. Now for the last two, we're going back onto our backside, hands out to the side, slightly behind us, legs out in front. And all we're going to do is bring one leg up and bring your shoulders and chest towards your knee. Go back and bring your other one, squeezing as you do. Here we go. Up, squeeze it together. Aiming for that chest towards the knee. Knee towards the chest, chest towards the knee. And knee thrust. It's great. You can really feel your abs working now. And bring it up. Good. Just looking straight ahead. One at a time. Feel that knee. Bring it up. Squeeze, breathe. and down. 5 perfect ones, good form, nice and slow, much better than 50 sloppy fast ones where you don't truly activate the muscle. Great. Final one, we're going into a crunch with butterfly legs. So we're going to use our butterfly legs again to avoid using those hip flexors. Make sure we get maximum activation of our abdominals. Hands out in front, lower back pushed hard into the floor, and raise your shoulders up. And up. Good, you can hold for a second there if you can. Bring it up, breathe out. You're going to really struggle with this unless you're activating that pelvic tilt and getting that lower back pushed into the ground. Without that, you're not going to have the same support. You're not going to be able to use your abdominals the same. Up slowly, hold, breathe, down slowly, and up. Good. And down. Woo! Well done. This routine really works. Trust the process. If you want to take it up a notch, look for our next episode. If you need a little more groundwork to be able to achieve this the way you want, look for our episode 1.
And don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like.